Gloria Loring. You're a darling. We were just talking during the break. Are you so proud of your son?
Robin Thicke, yes.
Robin Thicke.
Lost without you. Grammy certificates. His work has been. Yeah, I know. He's a tall person. Yes, yes. He's a very tall person.
But he wanted to get into show business because he traveled and saw you perform, right?
He came over when I was doing some tours of Australia, and he suddenly saw me on stage every night with the audience and all the interplay, and he went, oh, that's what I want to do. So, and he does it so well. I'm so proud of him.
I know. You have to talk kids. You can't not be a proud mom.
Get around to kids. Yes, I have 2 wonderful sons.
Now, you talk about singing. You've had hits.
Yes,
and you have done something very unique with your book.
Yes,
and tell us why the CD with the book?
Well, as I was writing the stories for the book, I was also writing a lot of songs, and I realized that there was, of course, a correlation that the songs
with your son's talent and yours. Oh no,
there was a correlation between the stories and the principles of the songs and the stories I was writing down for the book. So this is the first book, probably with its own soundtrack. Every chapter has a song.
Isn't that cool?
There's a companion CD which is available on my website called "Turn the Page."
Now, do you listen to the song before you read the chapter, or you listen to the song after?
The song lyrics are there, and a lot of people are, after reading the book now, are contacting me and say, I got to hear these songs. I love these lyrics. So that's a great compliment.
That's very, very cool.
Yeah,
very,
it's cool.
Very cool.
It's fun.
Do you find that the depth of writing songs comes from life experiences? You've been through so much.
Yeah. So in chapter 12, there's a story, and I wrote a funny song, which we're going to get to. How I met my husband, Renee. We've been together 18 years now.
That's wonderful.
And
are you happy?
Yes, yes.
So good.
He's a good man.
Good.
He's a good man. Now, he's Swiss, and he's very meticulous, and he never in his life missed a plane except the one plane he missed, and he wound up sitting in the last available seat next to me. And as we traded, he said, hi, I'm Renee. He handed his business card, and I fumbled. I said, hi, I'm Gloria Loring. He said, I know you. I said, oh. He said, you were on the Glenn Campbell show. I was the art director. And halfway through the conversation, in my head, I heard a voice say, well, Renee, this is a face you can look at for the rest of your life. He was
Wait a minute. What's Renee's last name?
Logler. He was
on the Marie show back in the early 1800s.
No, wait a minute. Oh my gosh! He and I trade the cards. He spills water on my jacket, and he says, I owe you. So I said, so call me. He doesn't call me for days, right? But the best is when I'm coming here, he says, remind Marie that I designed her show.
Yes.
And he said, wait a second, I have something for Marie in the attic.
What?
Bo, come here. This is...
my picture, Dorian Gray?
No, this is the logo that Renee designed.
Shut up
for your original show.
Oh my gosh!
The best. It's been in our attic all this time.
Oh,
and he
my
said,
gosh.
He said, take it. It needs a bit of tender, loving care. I brought it in from Lake Arrowhead, and here it is.
You are so cute. Oh, my gosh. Wait.
I love it.
Okay, so while you're standing,
yes,
will you first of all tell him thank you? I adore him.
I will.
And will you sing for us?
I have to sing the song I wrote about meeting Renee. All right?
Perfect timing.
All right. Perfect.
All right.
Here I go.
And the name of the song?
20 Years Girl Time.
All right.
I'll explain that.
All right, here we go.
All right,
20 Years Girl Time, written
right.
and performed by Gloria Loring. Take it. Go, go.
I love it. Now, all you girls, you're going to know what I'm talking about. And you guys, you just listen. I went around to see Mr. Robert just to get myself right in style. I had a perm and a cut and a weave, and he took my money with a smile. It was too short here, it was too long there, like an antelope's behind. He held my hand, said, dear, don't you worry, in a month it'll be just fine. I said, we're talking major desperation, we're talking serious humiliation. For you a month may be fine, but that's 20 years girl time. You know what I'm talking about? 20 years girl time. It's 20 years girl time. 20 years. 20 years. Now I finally met me a man who was everything a guy should be. One touch of his hand, I knew This was downright destiny. He was Lancelot, I was Guinevere, till the curtain began to fall. When he left, he had my telephone number. It took him 4 full days to call. You got it right. You're talking days of deep frustration. We're talking thoughts of desolation. 4 days of waiting's a crime. We're talking 20 years, girl time. Right, girls? 20 years, girl time. 20 years, girl time. 20 years, girl time. 20 years. We're talking 20 years. Oh, 20 years, girl time. So if you and your baby don't see eye to eye, guys, don't you even let another hour go by. If you want to be sleeping in that nice warm bed, don't you forget what Mrs. Einstein said. She said it's 20 years, girl time. It's all relative. 20 years, girl time. We're talking 20 years, girl time. 20 years, girl time. 20 years, girl time. 20 years, girl time. Seems like 20 years. Oh, 20 years, girl time. Don't you forget what Mrs. Einstein said. It's 20
Gloria Loring! And everybody out in the audience gets her book.
I brought one for you today.
Thank you for being here. That's hysterical! 20 years, folks. Go to our website. We'll give you all the information and everything, and we'll be right back. Thank you.
Thank you. That was so much fun.
You should have seen her.
Coming up, something to think about.
I hope you had a great time today. I know I had a great time. But I want to thank all of my guests, Luke Perry, Jamie Gwen, and Gloria Loring. And remember, for show information, go to our website, hallmarkchannel.com/Marie. And I want to leave you with a quote from Gloria's book. It's fantastic. It says, "So here's what I know. Each of us possesses a deepest place that is wholly sufficient. It is our essence, the very heart of us. This heart knows what is good for us and is ready to provide its wisdom. It speaks through coincidence, through the inner voice of intuition, through dreams and visions, and through the world around us." So keep your eyes open. A coincidence? A miracle? A blessing? Absolutely. See you next time.